Hello everyone, my name is Wei from the Moby Media team, and in this video we'll be taking a look at some breaking news. This is in regards to the CEO and founder of Binance stepping down as the CEO of Binance. Why exactly did this happen and what we can maybe expect to see in the future. So let's jump right into the Binance website first. I'd like to show that BNB, Binance's token, did severely drop in the last 24 hours, most likely due to this news. This dropped over 10%. But let's jump right into the news and we'll see that Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange, was criminally charged with breaking sanctions and money transmitting laws. They agreed to pay an over $4 billion settlement to settle the allegations in one of the largest penalties the US has ever obtained from a corporate defendant. So this all just recently happened, and you can view the court filings. These are public and have been unsealed on Tuesday. At least some of them are. So I'll just open this up to show you a quick look. We see that this is US versus Binance Holdings Limited, some real court documents, and another court filing. So we see that this one is the United States of America versus Binance.com. This one is United States of America versus Binance.com and Changpeng Zhao, aka CZ, as he's famously known as. So this is some very big news for the cryptocurrency world as a whole. Binance did respond to this, and they said that of note in our resolutions with the US agencies, they do not allege that Binance misappropriated any user funds and do not allege that Binance engaged in any market manipulation. This came from Binance's blog post here. All the information I'm getting is coming from blog posts, articles online. So just make sure to do your own research, as all of this is information that we find online. We can also see that the $4.3 billion Binance is paying is among the largest penalties ever obtained from a corporate defendant. This really is some big news in the whole financial landscape, the whole financial world. And it seems like a few US departments were involved in this: the US Treasury Department, the CFTC, the SEC, etc. We see that Binance will have to appoint an independent compliance monitor for 3 years and report its compliance efforts to the US government alongside the fines. Zhao is prohibited from any present or future involvement in operating or managing Binance. That is huge, though that ban ends 3 years after the monitor is appointed. We will be taking a look at Zhao's statement regarding this. Another major US government victory against a big crypto player is what this resolution of the Binance case represents, coming just weeks after FTX founder Sam Bankman-Fried was found guilty of fraud and conspiracy charges tied to his crypto exchange, the FTX crypto exchange. There's some additional information here about Zhao prioritizing Binance's growth and how Binance's mindset might have been. We can also see that the Senator Elizabeth Warren has tweeted saying that the CEO of the world's largest crypto exchange pleaded guilty to breaking anti-money laundering laws. This is part of a larger trend of criminal activity in the crypto industry and sadly predictable. I urge at the Justice Department to investigate Binance for lying to Congress. So let's take a look at Binance's response. This is the founder's tweet, the official tweet that he just released today. And he says that he steps down as the CEO of Binance. He does admit that it was not easy to let go emotionally, but it is the right thing to do. He says that he made mistakes and he must take responsibility. It's the best for the community, for Binance, and for himself. Binance is no longer his baby. It's time for him to let it walk and run, and he knows that Binance will continue to grow and excel with the deep bench it has. He's also pleased to announce that Richard Tang will be the new CEO, who was formerly the global head of regional markets. Richard is a highly qualified leader, according to him, with over 3 decades of financial services and regulatory experience, and he does have some pretty impressive experience being the CEO of Financial Services Regulatory Authority at Abu Dhabi Global Market, the Chief Regulatory Officer of the Singapore Exchange, and Director of Corporate Finance in the Monetary Authority of Singapore. So with Richard and the entire team, he claims that he is confident in Binance and its future. And as a shareholder and former CEO with historic knowledge of the company, he will remain available to the team to consult as needed, consistent with the framework set out in our US agency resolutions. So that's an important key part here. So what's next for him is he is going to take a break. He's not had a single day off and might be dabbling here and there in the Web3 space, but he can't see himself being a CEO driving a startup again. He's happy being that one-shot lucky entrepreneur, and should there be listeners, he's open to being a coach and mentor to a small number of upcoming entrepreneurs privately, for nothing else, you can at least tell them what not to do. And on that note, he claims that he is proud to point out that in the resolutions with the U.S. agencies, they do not allege that Binance misappropriated any user funds and do not allege that Binance engaged in any market manipulation. So we saw this in Binance's blog post as well. Let's now take a look at the new CEO's tweet here. So he posted on X that it's an honor with the deepest humility that he steps into the role of Binance's new CEO. Some information on Binance and how many users they have, the thousands of employees. He's also speaking about CZ, the former CEO, and says that he accepted the role and what his focuses will be on. So take a look at all of this news for yourself. This is very interesting. Take a look at the court cases if you like. And honestly, I find that this is some pretty big news for the crypto space as well as the finance space and the regulatory space as a whole. Again, one of the largest penalties the U.S. has ever obtained. Over $4 billion. That is a huge amount. And we could also see where exactly the $4.3 billion seems to be going. So according to a reporter at the Fortune magazine, 3.4 billion will be going to FinCEN, 780 million will be collected, 150 million is suspended, and 2.47 billion is credited to the DOJ and the CFTC. For the 968 million OFAC settlement, 70 million will be collected with 898 million credited to DOJ. So this is according to this tweet here and according to that reporter. So let me know what you think of this news. Do you think this is good news? Do you think this is bad news? And let us know what you think we can expect to see in the future below. I think this is some pretty big news. Thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you never miss out on the latest content that we're always posting. And we'll catch you on the next one.